Commander Riot, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the stream. Commander Riot, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the stream. A little bit of echo there. Commander Riot, thank you for that follow. There we go. Get rid of the echo. Alright, which way do we want to do this? I don't think we need a very big palette. So what are we going to be doing? We're going to be using... I'm going to try this Vermin Lord hide here by GW. Not quite sure which one you can read it on beta. What this is going to do for us, this is going to be like the light brown, red-brown for our rust. So we're going to use these two colors to try to make a more realistic looking rust than what I did on my last few models. See how it goes. It's going to be a little bit of experimental, but I want to get a good, quick, easy rust effect on these guys. So the Chainrasp horde, these are, they're a horde army. I don't really want, they're a horde unit, so I don't want to spend a lot of time and effort on these guys. But I do want them to look good on the table. So let's take a look here. I also got a handy dandy painting candle, which should make these guys a little easier to deal with. And I don't know why Twitch is saying my broadcast has ended. Wave in the chat if you can still hear me. I think this app on the tablet's just being a jerk. Ooh, let's see. This is a dry brush. I did not realize that. It's okay. We can change that. This looks like the Sterling Mud stuff I have. And let's see, what are we going to add here? We're going to add a little bit of airbrush thinner to it. A couple, 3 drops. Hey, War Historian, how's it going, man? Miss Wildstar? You know, I do miss when it was a really good game. I admit. It had its moments where it was a lot of fun, but I haven't thought about it for a while. I was thinking about it the other day when what was I thinking about? I was thinking about just like streaming over the years and stuff, and I was thinking about, like, yeah, when we started out doing all the WildStar stuff, and yeah, we had a lot of fun. There was a lot of good people. That was when I first really learned that I enjoyed streaming. What about you, man? What have you been playing? So apparently this Twitch app is just brokety broke. Schwanz, what's up, buddy? Alright, so we're gonna start with this guy here. I haven't painted on stream with him yet with the handle, so this still feels like it's a little bit thick. Overwatch and Dead by Daylight, yeah. So this has actually been the game I've been playing, Age of Sigmar. Really, actually, almost more of my hobby anymore is just the painting part. I've really been enjoying that. And then, you know, I play some games when I get a chance. Still feel like this is spreading the way I want it to. Just got off of Overwatch. I almost downloaded Overwatch when the hamster came out, because that guy was pretty cool, but... Play of the game. Who are you playing? What character? Team May. Okay, we've gone from too thick to too thin. There we go. That's more in the just right range. We're gonna go over this with some black wash here in just a minute, so we don't have to be perfect on these. The wash will should cover over any of the blatant misses here. Try not to mess too much. Start playing her a lot. Oh yeah. Roadhog is fun. I don't know, I want to do better at PvP games like that, and I'm not really that good at them, so usually I just spend the whole time cursing all of my deaths. Well, I'm pretty sure Suku's still playing. I know everybody's been trying to get me to go back and play the Division lately. That's been a thing. See if we can blow this app up again. Destiny 2? How is that game? It got a lot of bad press. They did a lot of shit to piss our fans off for a while there. Yeah, that's one of those sort of games. They definitely want you to raid. I almost downloaded Warframe again. Got really close. Alright, so this took me a little longer than I was anticipating. I was hoping I could crank through this a little faster, but probably after I get one or two of these done, it'll start going a little faster once I figure out what I gotta be careful with and what I can kind of power through. Second copy of Brutal Legend. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so right now we're gonna go through and we're gonna darken everything down and see how that looks. I want to try to kind of finish up or advance fairly far one of these guys, so I can see how they're gonna look if I want to finish the rest of them this way. So this might take a couple minutes. Let's see, where is Nuln Oil? And actually, gloss is probably good for this, so it'll kind of stick to the recesses, but it'll also tint. Let's see. And any of those little spots you see that we missed, we'll just fix that when we go do the rust. The next layer of rust. So I missed a little spot up there, and then I made a couple of mistakes on the body, but that's okay. Next phase, we'll make those go away. Alright. While that's drying, I want nice dark brown. That should work. We'll paint up the weapon haft here in a slightly darker brown. If I can keep it from getting too watered down. Still a little too wet. Okay, what else do we want to do? Probably his face. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do the faces. Actually paint the skull. I think I am. So we'll do that real quick. And that we will start off with something like this jackbone. All those little details. Some funky little angles we got to get there, and then for that part, we really just need... what do we need? We need some... Not sepia, we need agrax or shade. And we'll use a gloss on this guy too, because we're gonna dull coat these guys all down later anyway. We really want that in. And around the face. Like the handle is still drying. Okay, so now we can go in with a couple of things. We're gonna do a couple of stippling effects here. And I think this brush is bad enough shape we can stipple with it. So we're gonna do this bright orange, and we're gonna keep this one pretty dry. I'm actually gonna do it almost like a dry brush. And go in on this metal. Try to be a little more careful. And also pick up these spots that I missed. Nice and rusty spikes. Might have made my wet palette just a little too small. Now we're going to put probably just a little bit of a brighter metal. We don't want to be too bright. Maybe just a little bit of this here. This is gun metal. Because even old rusty chains will always have little spots that aren't entirely rusted. And so we're just going to put a little bit of metal highlights here and there. Especially looking for places that we might have missed. Some of our others. Spots where they rub against each other. And just a reminder, I'm doing something kind of new. This isn't something I normally do with the way I paint these, so we may go back and fix a couple things if I decide I don't like it. Just trying to give it a little bit of depth. Okay. Like I said, I'm just trying to fix this. We're going to batch paint later, but I'm just trying to get this one guy pretty close to done so I know if I like the direction we're going with this guy or not. And I need to get a little bit of brown in these spots, right? There. And then I think we're just gonna go to the same effect I've been doing. Do you want to do a light gray maybe? Let's try light gray on these guys. And so this, we're gonna make this pretty translucent. We're gonna use glaze medium. Try to make this pretty thin. And let's go find these spots where we missed a little bit and start covering those up. We really just kind of want to go for the extremities of this guy. Being lighter. Doing our best to make him look like he's just fading into nothing. Those fingers. Just gonna kind of play with this for a couple minutes until we get it smooth and looking the way we want. Burrito! Aye. It's a great idea, man. I'll take a burrito. Actually, this white actually might work pretty good for his face. A little bit of contrast. Dorito burrito. I really don't want to overdo this guy, even though I'm probably going to anyway. I always tell myself I'm gonna do these quick and easy, and then I'm like, oh, but then I can do this, and then I can do that, and then that's not quick and easy anymore. But I got 19 more of these guys to do, so I should show some restraint. It's okay, it's not like I think I'm gonna get them all done today. So I'm gonna call him done. Oh, that's not true. I need a little bit of dry brushing on that handle. Probably go back. No, there needs to be a burrito emote. How has Twitch gone this long without a burrito emote? I'm sure somebody's got one. I'll try this little dry brush. Do. Just dry brush that a little bit, and then we will throw some Agrex Earthshade on there, and we should be good. All right, what do you think? Is that gonna do? Is that Is that an appropriate looking ghosty? Of course, we still need to do his base and the little other, like, floofy bits of ghosty stuff. I don't know what color I'm going to do those yet. I'm probably going to do those a contrasting color, maybe purple, for some amethyst magic. Okay, so let me really quick. I'm going to set aside some of these paints that I definitely don't need. These ones I all do, so these are all part of the current batch process. These all need to go out of the way. And we're just going to chill and start getting some paint on these guys. Still not sure with this brown I bought. I may end up not being happy with it, but we'll see. If I can keep it the right consistency, it should be fine. I keep forgetting, like, I'm used to old Citadel paints. I really haven't bought a lot of the new ones. And so I forget they have all these weird types now where, like, this one is a dry. Instead of just giving you, like, one consistent paint type that you can do what you need with, they're like, we're gonna solve world hunger with our paints. We're gonna have a paint for every possible thing. And I forget to look. This guy's weight is like the Chainrasp is what they're called. They got some cool big ass things like this that they swing around, bash people with. It's pretty brutal. But now we're gonna switch over to batch painting mode, so we're just gonna be doing this brown for a while. Basically until I get bored, and then we'll start washing this and maybe go do skulls or something. I almost feel like I need a slightly wetter paint and just go over it twice. But I don't want to slather it on too much. That green definitely shows through, though. Oh yeah, weapon head. So one convention I decided on pretty early on is that I was going to paint all the weapons realistic. Mostly just because you need contrast. If you're not careful, you just end up with a monotone model. That just doesn't look good. So I realized I'm like being super careful. I'm like, I'm gonna paint over that. I don't have to be super careful there. Okay, looks like a whoops, little spot on his hand, and then one more shackle, and then we're good. This guy, he almost got away. He broke one chain. Too bad that one around his neck has got him weighed down. And since we're basically doing brown, we'll do his weapon real quick. Okay, that's as far as we're going to take these guys one at a time here. Eep. They're getting jealous. Try to take one, the other one's like, no, paint me. Paint me. This guy must have been really terrible. He's got a ball and an anchor. Bench painting Chainrasps. A buddy of mine posted a list. Because a Chainrasp horde, when you're playing in Age of Sigmar, you can have quite a few of them. They're a pretty cheap unit. Kind of their standard size is 10, but most people run them at least in a 20. He had a list with 4 units of 20. So 80 of these little bastards. And I was just like straight up like, I never ever want to paint that. That seems kind of terrible. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do the 20 of these because they came in the box and they're useful for what they do. I don't think I'm gonna buy any more at this point, but we'll see. I got a lot of other stuff to work through before I have to make that decision. Other side of his rest assured here. Every time I paint these guys, I just can't help but to think of Soundgarden. But I'm not going to sing it because you don't want to hear me sing. Got the chain running all the way up through the middle of you, huh, mister? I almost regret that this guy is assembled. Thank you guys for all the hosts. Appreciate that. Cal Scattergood, Shuli, Hi Clear. Not going to worry too much about every single chain on the inside of this guy, because ultimately, you won't even notice. The thing with these smaller horde models is you can get away with some crap like that. Like, I just don't care enough to paint that. And you'll never know. And again, we're going to have another pass with all of our rusty colors and our silver. So we'll have plenty of cleanup and fix-up time on these guys later too. So if you see it and you're like, damn, you're being sloppy and missing stuff, you are right. I am. It's true, Uncle Toad. What's up, man? How you doing? And I don't care, because it's all going to look fantastic when it's done. How dare you just throw my words right back at me, sir. Oh, that's a nice little miss, but that's alright. Like I said, it all gets fixed in the next stage or two. Damn, this guy had a really bad day. I'm about to have to switch out my wet palette, and when I do, I think I'm going to try to see if I can get this paint into a happier place. It's just not quite the consistency yet I was going for. But I'm too lazy to stop and fix it. Uh-oh. Doggos are killing the mailman. Poor mailmans. I feel like this music is a little too uplifting for what the subject matter I'm painting. Okay, I'm gonna fix this paint now. I think I can use the same spot. Let's see here. I don't normally want it, but I'm gonna little glaze medium in there to see if this will help improve its consistency. Paint some happy little undead. Remember, folks, there are no mistakes, just happy little ghosties. Alright, let's see how this goes. I think I have the consistency slightly better, but if not, I may just try to make my own version of this color. Shouldn't be that hard, what could go wrong? Yes, I think this is much better. Let's see. Get his big old ball. It's a big ass rusty ball you got there, boy. Trying to tell what the metal pieces are. Also, when I glued this guy, his hand didn't quite fit, and I was like, you know what? He's a ghost. That's actually kind of cool that his arm is just kind of missing in that spot, and then, you know, he just doesn't even know he's a ghost. He can get out of this anytime he wants. He's trapped by his own mental anguish. Alright, so this for sure is metal. Let's do it this way. Oh, there's a whole chain in the front there I was just stoically ignoring. Okay, I think I'm happy with him. Oh boy, another spot right there, and I think we're good. We'll clean up the rest later. Hopefully this consistency of brown will allow us to go just a little bit faster too. Oh, his arm is almost broken. I need to glue that before I paint him anymore. I do not know what happened there. So we got a little spot there. If we get just the right amount of glue in there, he'll be fine. And just smooth that out. And then we'll put him off to the side. We'll come back to him later. Next. Cool little morning star action here. Mace action, I mean. And so yeah, for those that have just joined us, I'm doing all of the metal in this almost burnt umber sort of color. That's our base for the rust that everything's going to be. And then we'll go back and we'll stipple it over with a really bright orange to give it some multicolored rust effect. wave. And they've got these really cool details that go on the base. All kinds of like altars with candles and broken gravestones. And they're like coming out of a skeleton. Pretty cool stuff. They are shitty models to put together though. They are the first models from the Nighthaunt range that I seriously just wanted to throw in the garbage disposal. I may have gotten a little bit emo about them last night. I did finally manage to get one put together though, so I think I can do the rest after learning the lessons from the first one. Oh, we're gonna have to fix that. Sorry, I keep missing the screen here. I'm terrible. Actually, gonna probably need to take a little lunch break here at some point in time, and that might help this. Not when you're hungry. For some reason I've been extra hungry today. Usually I'm not, but today it's been a thing. That's alright. When I do go get lunch, I'll only take like a 15-minute break or so. I'm trying to get through these guys because of all the models I have, they're the least interesting in my mind to paint. Like, it's not that they don't have some cool stuff, and it's not that we're not going to paint them cool. It's like they're the least interesting. Oh, you're driving to Seattle? I want to drive to Seattle. I bet it's a longer drive for me than it is for you, though. I miss Seattle. I lived there for quite a few years, and it was a pretty cool town. I really gotta take my wife on vacation up there one of these days. Boop, boop, boop. What the hell is that? Okay. This isn't my playlist. I found this on Spotify, so... I know Everett. I can't remember exactly which side of Seattle it's on anymore, but it's pretty damn close. Is that like down by SeaTac? Or is it the opposite? Damn it! No, I have to think about it. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's on the way up to the Canada. That's actually one thing I'd be really tempted to just keep driving to Canada and not stop. Oh, disc golf, neat. Hey, you said food was overrated. Bet disc golf in Washington is fun. I didn't play disc golf when I lived up there. I learned that much later. In fact, you remind me that I told a buddy of mine at work I'd give him some discs so he could learn how to play, and I keep forgetting to take them. Portland is disc golf mecca, I bet. What have I missed that matters? I think we're good. I really need to learn how to use this thing. I know there's a trick to it that I'm just failing to understand. Wow, that's crazy. That's a lot of good courses.
As I wake up every morning, I wish the day would end, because a day without you in my life, I don't know how to
Oh yeah? Yeah, that's a bummer. I haven't seen my brother in years. I need to do something about that. Right. Hipsters in traffic. Yeah, I get you, man. Rush hour in my town isn't too bad. The worst part of the traffic in the summer with when construction was at its height, because some of it's died down now, was getting up to like 40 minutes. And that sucks. I don't enjoy that. Although I do, I listen to books and podcasts and stuff, so it's not too bad. But it really just sucks because normally that's a 15-minute drive, and anytime you should be somewhere in 15 minutes and it takes you 40, that just sucks. Yep, I do Audible, I do lots of different podcasts I listen to, so it's not too bad. I swear with these guys, every time you think like, ah, I think I'm just almost done already, and then you're like, oh shit, there's a whole nother one that I never even saw. Got a wild hair on my brush and it's irritating me. How do I get to that? Lots of misses in there, but we'll clean that all up when we go through and do the white. There's really no easy way to get to that and not make some sort of a mess. It's not the messes you make, but how you clean them up that's important. So, just a spot there, and I think this guy is pretty much done. Just sort up. Not entirely sure how to get to that. Not sure that guy glued into his base very well, but that's okay. So let's see, we've got, these guys are all done. Well, with this stage. Like I said, we're batch painting now, so this is how it goes. Still got quite a few of these. I need to thin this paint out a little bit more. It is just not wanting to cooperate. This will probably be too thin, which is okay, because it keeps fighting me. Need more like this guy. He's only got a little. He's got one chain and one weapon and... two chains. Got the paint pretty thin now. It's now about 10% thinner than I would want it, but that's okay. We'll do a couple passes and it'll be fine. The heckin' doggos are upstairs protecting the house. Accidentally rubbed a little bit of paint off there. Not that it'll matter, but... Okay, yeah, I think I like the consistency I've got going a little bit better, which is kind of a bummer. I'm probably going to take a break here soon. Let me remind myself how I like this guy. Yes. Yes, he came out pretty good. He needs a little bit more contrast on his face. Probably just a little bit of straight white. Straight white paint, that is. Get all the rusty stuff. I'm either going to be an expert at painting rust by the time I'm done with this army, or I'm never going to paint rust again because I hate it so much. Maybe both. This cool old necklace here. It's all the rage and ghost fashion.